Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Geronimo MacArthur for a review on a sequel for the 2013 reboot of Carrie, based on the 1976 version of Carrie. Now, before we go any further, I want to advise all who have not seen the 2013 remake of Carrie and watch that before they continue on this video, so we don't give away spoilers or anything. Alright, now, what I want to talk about is that a friend of mine and I have been working on a fandom to create a fan-made sequel for the 2013 remake of Carrie. The link to it is down below. You can go click on it and read it. What we call it is Carrie 2, Blood of Redemption. Now, many fans such as myself and my friend have been wanting a sequel to this for a very long time, and we are hoping for the director's cut, which, as I heard, is still in need of some signatures, but some complications are happening, which I don't know what, but many fans are still going on with the signatures for that. Because the director's cut is supposed to have a few alternate endings. One is supposed to contain where Carrie lives, where she survives at the end. And we have several reasons for making this sequel. My friend and I have felt so terribly sorry for Carrie for everything she was going through, with all the kids picking on her at school and her mom abusing her, and she has no friends at all. That's just too much. No one should have to go through that. Not even someone who's different from anybody. But another reason is the ending sort of had my friend and I a little confused, because we were not positively sure that Carrie actually died. She may have, at least saying to some of you guys out there, saying that Carrie basically did die. But what I'm pointing out is that when Carrie's tombstone cracked at the end and then we heard her screaming, my friend and I sort of think that she was rising from her grave. And this is where our fandom sequel starts at. It picks up where the 2013 remake left off. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I will say this, though. Carrie, after she crawls out of her grave, she basically decides to leave town because she feels like after everything that's happened to her, she feels like it's just not the most safest place for her anymore, or those around her. And she basically goes to find her dad, because her dad, I know her dad was never shown in any of the Carrie movies. I can't remember if he was ever revealed in the books. But, yeah, she goes to find her dad, Ralph, and she walks through the streets. She walks the streets for days, and she's later picked up by her gym teacher, Miss Desjardins, which is from the remake. Yeah, we put in some old characters from the movie, and of course we add a few new characters as well. But I shouldn't give too much away, because it's best if you guys learn from it from the fandom below. Yeah, so Desjardins picks up Carrie because they're all heading for the same direction. And then later they encounter a couple of teenage boys who are stranded in the road because their car broke down, named Sean and Raymond Ford. My friend and I have been discussing that they should have, like, just one same parent, like make them half-brothers, yeah. And we sort of had we sort of had picky thoughts on who should play them if this turned out to be a real movie. And, of course, it reveals pictures of them in the fandom as well. Our first choices were Taylor Lautner and Miles Teller, which I think that's his last name. Yeah. Taylor Lautner and Miles Teller. And next was Nate and Alex Wolf, the Wolf brothers from those music videos. Anywho, and also my last choices were Nick Robinson and Thomas Decker. Now, what basically goes on with the Ford brothers? Well, Desjardins offers to drive them to where they're going as well, and one of them, who is Sean, basically falls for Carrie. Yes, we give Carrie a love interest, and I know Tommy Ross was basically a love interest in the movie, but we all saw that he was more into Sue Snell. But we give this love interest more into Carrie and everything, Sean Ford. Also, speaking of Sue Snell, she is also in this fandom, and as well as her baby daughter, which we all saw she was pregnant with in the movie, and we wanted to form an alliance between her and Carrie, which I knew they had a little rough history, but you know, we wanted to see if they could be friends and everything, and my friend and I thought it was a good idea. And we've been craving for a sequel for a long time, all because we feel bad for Carrie and we want to give her something big, and we wanted to make a little more interesting stuff about the fiction of Carrie. And we still been waiting about for some viewers on to tell us if whether or not this should be a movie or not, because my friend told me that that some people wanted to make this into a movie, but then they're still trying to go through the fandom to see whether or not this could be a real movie or not. And if not, you know, we would just keep making fandom stuff and fan-made videos, which I intend to make an alternate ending myself for this movie one day. I don't know when it will be yet, but it's on my to-do list, along with other fan-made trailers of the sequels and everything, along with other stuff. But the original point, Carrie 2, Blood of Redemption, yeah, we wanted to make something a lot bigger than what went down in the first one. And we also create where history does repeat itself in the first movie, but it does go down to something a lot more bigger. Because I shouldn't give this away, but my friend and I did add a serial killer to this fandom. And it ain't Carrie, it's somebody else. And I don't want to give away who it will be. Like, the killer will be wearing a costume and everything. And it'll make sense when you read the fandom below. I just wanted to get this off my chest about a review for Carrie 2, Blood of Redemption. And we think it'll be make an awesome sequel. And I'm sure they'll... you guys have your own points of views about other sequels, and I'd really like to hear them in the comments below. Like, you know, just tell me what you come up with and everything. So I wanted to thank you guys for this time, for looking at this review, and hopefully what I said made a few sense. If not, just let me know in the comments below. And go on the link to the fandom below and review the fandom of Carrie 2, Blood of Redemption. It's just, you know, we think this would make a perfect sequel for Carrie 2013. Sorry. Thanks for this time, and thanks for everything. So I will see y'all next time.